Hi, welcome to this session of para-jumble. In this session, we shall be taking up one or two example problems so as to analyze this topic. This topic is also called sentence rearrangement. This is a very important topic in CAT or CAT level exams. You will find 3 to 4 questions, sometimes 5 to 6 questions even in any CAT or CAT level exam. So this topic is very important from weightage point of view. And from level of difficulty point of view, this topic is quite scoring, and if you are able to get this topic, understand this topic properly, we can increase the score as well. So first of all, let us check what approach you adopt while solving any question. Let's see, and I'll be showing you one simple problem consisting of 6 sentences, and here you have to guess the order of the sentences. What is this topic all about? Generally we are given few jumbled up sentences, most of the time 5, and we have to understand the story and rearrange the sentences in a proper logical order. This is what generally we are told to do. So I'll be showing you 6 sentences, and take paper and try to create your own order after you read the sentences. So let's go on to the problem. Now you will come across 2 sentences on each screen. Now you see A and B. Take your time, and I'll move on to next C and D, and then E and F. If you have to see these sentences again, take pause, press pause and come back. So I'll be moving on to next screens. Take your time, read these 2 sentences, but in order to read it read these sentences again, you have to come back to the slide. Now these are the last 2 sentences, and I hope that you have gone through all these 6 sentences, and your task is to guess the order of the sentences. Let it be A, B, C, D, E, F, D, B, C, A, E, F, C, A, D, B, E, F, whatever order you create. Just take pen and paper and try to make your own order. Let's say if you have made your order and you're ready with your order of sentences, then let's check if your order matches with our answer. Let's check. Now these are the 4 options. Generally in paper, generally you are given option. So this time we are thinking that probably CAT has introduced subjective questions as well. So this is one of the topics where you may come across subjective questions where you have to type the answer. Likewise, you have to write the order. So let's say, does your option match with one of these options you see on your screen? If it is, then it's fine, and if it is 4, then you're genius, absolutely genius, because the correct answer option is option 4th, CADFBE. But if it doesn't and it is not matching with one of these options, then don't worry, we do have got one trick or 2 tricks in place to help you out. So let's see what we learn from this. Now the first significant point is I will be contradicting myself in this video. There is special reason behind this. And what is that reason? So the first learning is that do not make your own order while arranging the sentences, because doing so you will deliberately try to force your order in one of the sequences, and it will consume your time also, and there is no guarantee you will get the correct answer. So do not make your own order before you scan the options. So how this question can be solved in very short time, less time, let's see, because we want your accuracy to reach 80%, and time consumed should not exceed 2 minutes. Otherwise, if you just go by plain choices or you go by your own method of solving these questions, we have seen generally you take 3 to 4 minutes, sometimes 5 to 6 minutes even, and accuracy will not exceed 50%. So we want you to touch 80%, and time should be reduced. So that is, I think, our main motive. So let's see what learnings we have got, what tricks we have got in place. First, the 2 things you need to keep in your mind is, now you can see on your screen, is first trick is that always follow journal to specific rule. Journal to specific rule. What is journal to specific rule? It says that whenever we come across 2 sentences, one is very general in nature, another is very specific in nature. So while rearranging these 2 sentences, general sentence should come before the specific sentence. For example, if I talk about the economy of India, for example, Odisha is worst performing state. Now, economy containing sentence would come at number 1 position, or before example Odisha. That's how we apply this rule. Second is that always keep in mind that with the help of options, life can be made easier, or we can solve the question. So you need to analyze the options very carefully of the given question and try to form mandatory pairs. Now how this can be done, but before applying trick number 2, let's apply trick number 1. And for this again we have to scan the option. Next again we'll check the options. Now if you analyze these 4 options clearly, you will find B and E in every option is written together. These 2 sentences written together, and C and A also written together. So I'm underlining C and A also. Now let's say if we have to decide about the opener, let's say we have got 4 options. In 3 options are starting with opener as C and 1 is D. So go back and read sentence C. You will find that the person was traveling in a car, and while traveling he heard this audio book about something, and there was epiphany. Now what is epiphany? You will come across this while reading this question. Epiphany is sudden realization of something, that you understand something very clearly and that too suddenly. So while reading, while he was traveling, he heard this audio book about consciousness, and he had an epiphany. And D sentence says the quest for something has long hauled or entrusted psychology, etc. So entire story, if you go about, first sentence C would be an opener because it is very general in nature. So C will open the sequence and is clearly given in the C. After C, the A will come. Now we have decided the opener. Now let's check the rest of the options and rest of the sentences so as to track the right answer. Option number 4, that how we read this option. So we already have underlined the words in red, written the words in red so as to make you understand about the mandatory pairs. In the first sentence you will find the C sentence, you will find audio book, and this book you will find in A. So A and C can be linked together. So I'll go back to C. I'm underlining this. So book and epiphany, C and A can be linked together. No doubt this was already given in the option. No need to worry, but I'm teaching you how to link the keywords to form mandatory pairs. Now what is mandatory pair? Can be any 2 sentences which cannot be separated. So rest C, A. What in A, I'm underlining consciousness also. Now consciousness is another keyword in this. You will find this consciousness in D. So after C, A, and after A, D will come, and I'm underlining this neurobiologist also. So neurobiologist can be linked with, but he was no neurologist. F and B and E, you know that they form a mandatory pair. So the cut sequence is C, A, D, F, B, E. That's how we solve these questions. So I'll be summing up now the learning. Never create your own order while solving these questions. Follow general to specific rule and try to form mandatory pair using options. No doubt you have got 6 or 7 tricks to help you out to solve these questions. You can watch this in complete video on this topic on our YouTube channel. Thank you.